Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into this video, which I shot a couple weeks ago, I have a few announcements. First of all, I'm moving to New York. I'm so excited. Temporarily, it is a sublet for 3 months, but I may have the option to stay and my family and friends are there, so it is a big possibility that I'll stay there. So I can't wait for what that city has to offer, all the technology that I can take advantage of and all the videos I can shoot. So there is that. Next, I was officially diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I came out with a video a few months ago that said it was type 2 because that's genuinely what I thought it was based off the medication I was on. And it was a misdiagnosis. And some of you actually told me that, and I'm glad that you said that. And the biggest announcement of all is a new channel I'm starting called DiabeTECH. DiabeTECH. It's kind of perfect, right? On this channel, I'm going to be talking about my diabetes journey. I'm going to be reviewing diabetes technology like continuous glucose monitors and pumps, and kind of just talk about my day-to-day and all the things I'm learning. I want other people to learn as well, whether it's the food I'm eating, the snacks I'm making, and all of the money I'm saving with different tips and tricks of how to get deals on insulin and other technology, because this stuff is so expensive. It's kind of mind-blowing. So I would really appreciate your support. If you could head over to that channel, I'll throw a link in the description, throw me a subscribe, give that first video a like, my welcome video, and yeah, I think it's gonna be really valuable for diabetics. So if you're diabetic or you got a friend who is, send them over. And don't worry, Justin Tech is not going anywhere. I love technology. I'm not gonna stop producing these videos because I genuinely just have so much fun playing with this tech and telling you all about it. This channel's just gonna be another extension for people who have diabetes, because this is kind of just something that I'm going through, and I'm like, why not document it as well and help people learn? So, all right, let's get into this video. Hey everyone, today I've got a more personal techie video for you. Many of you know that I was recently diagnosed with diabetes, and I didn't really know anything when that happened. That video came out probably 2.5 months ago. Since then, I've grown so much, but I've also learned so much about the diabetes I have, and it does look like it is type 1 diabetes. Yep, it's type 1. I'm getting through it, and it's thanks to all of the people out there, my friends and family, my friends with diabetes who have helped navigate me, and the people on TikTok who've just been answering my questions. And I've actually been documenting my diabetes journey over on TikTok, so if you're on there, you should check it out if that interests you. Kind of found a community over there that is answering my questions and helping me out, which has been so cool. And I'm so thankful to all those people and TikTok as a platform. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna be showing off all of the diabetes tech that I'm using to stay alive. Yeah, I need this or I will get a lot of health complications. It's crazy. If you are diabetic or know someone that is diabetic, I hope that maybe this could help someone. And you know what? Maybe it's perfect. I have diabetes. I've got a tech YouTube channel. Then that makes me DiabeTECH, right? So that's kind of the silver lining of all this. Yeah, let's get into all this diabetes tech. So I picked up a bag that holds all of my diabetes medication and tools. So let's start with kind of the most obvious one, which is my blood glucose monitor. Accucheck, and then in here you've got my test strips. So if I open this up, these are the blood test strips. So I'll put one of those in here, and then I've got my needle. This is what kind of like pokes my finger and has a lancet in the middle. I really like this one because when I take my blood sugar, it will automatically sync to my phone via Bluetooth onto an app called My Sugar, where it kind of lays out all of my blood sugars throughout the day and weeks and months really nicely. Let me do this for you right now. Take out one of these test strips, place it into this, and it will automatically turn on. Finger prick. Let's see. 96, that's good. My target range is like above 70. and below, I think like 150. I kind of need to ask my doctor. As soon as I press OK, I can choose if it was before a meal, after a meal. I'm gonna do other for this. It's gonna pop up on my phone. See, it's connecting to my phone. Got a notification and it says my blood sugar, and it's also on my Apple Watch, which it's kind of hard to show you, but there you go. The app is pretty awesome. So I open this up. You can see my last logged one was at 342.96. And then I can kind of go through every single day, and the green signifies that it's kind of like a good or in my range. Red's not good. Orange is like meh. But you know, I've been doing so much better. Let me show you where I was when I first was diagnosed and started testing my blood. Ready? Get ready for this to turn red. My blood sugar was 473, 353, 325, 400, 333. It was terrible. And this is when I was like, okay, I think like the drugs that I'm on aren't working. I think I may need insulin, and turns out I did, and it's working. So great. What I do want to get in the future is a continuous glucose monitor. One of the big ones is called Dexcom G6, and that's the one I want to get. And it's basically this thing you adhere to your arm or kind of anywhere in your body, and it will continuously monitor your blood glucose. It's definitely something I'm going to be getting, and I'll absolutely be putting something up on YouTube about that. But for now, this is what I've got, the old-fashioned way, what my grandma used to use. Next, we've got the insulin. So first insulin is my Basaglar. This right here has a really cool dial that helps me measure it out, the dose I need. So this is my long-term insulin that I'm taking. And then I've also got short-term insulin. So this is something I'm taking before meals that are carby, and I kind of measure the units, 1 unit for every 15 carbs. For example, a piece of wheat toast has 15 grams of carbs. So I would have 1 unit of this insulin to kind of combat that. This is something I take every single day. That's just a long-term stays in my body for 24 hours. This is like an instant release. This instantly combats food I'm eating. With these, I need to use a needle, and these, you feel really wasteful as a diabetic. Like, I don't like how this is, but everything needs to be sterile. So like, kind of has to be this way. I put one of these little needles into the insulin pen, put that on there. I'll use like a alcohol wipe, and then basically shoot it into my body. I've kind of needed to like rotate between like my stomach, my legs, my sides. I haven't gotten to the butt. I haven't gotten to the arms. I'm kind of trying to stick in these areas, but I'm kind of giving myself like 3 or 4 shots a day. But something I'm looking into and want to maybe get is an insulin pump. These pumps basically inject insulin into your body based off of whatever you tell it to. And there are phone apps or devices that allow you to basically program when you want the insulin, how much insulin you need based on your food intake. I still have so much to learn about those, but I definitely want to make some videos on the pump that I wind up going with as well, because I know technology can be frustrating for people as is, but like when it's tied to your health, that makes it so much more complicated and frustrating. So if I'm able to help people out while I'm kind of in the process of learning myself, like how cool would that be, right? Like I think that I've been giving a pretty unique opportunity to kind of take this unfortunate situation, but if I can take it and kind of help people in the process, then that would be so cool. So I'm gonna try and find ways to do that. And the last thing is this Baqsimi. So this right here is if my blood sugar gets too low from the insulin. Basically, I could be like incoherent. Hasn't happened yet. But I have gotten pretty low where I'm like almost there and I'm like, I need to eat, and I do, and I'm fine. This is basically something that kind of gets snorted up your nose. Someone around or whoever's with you kind of puts it in your nose and pushes down, and it pushes out insulin from your body. I haven't had to use this yet, don't want to have to ever use it, but I've kind of I told my roommate Toby about it, and I'm gonna tell my family and friends that I'm kind of like, that I spend time with, where this is and what to use it, when to use it. That is everything for today. This is a life journey now, and there is so much more diabetes tech that I'm gonna be looking into getting, and then I really wanna help people out with this. So I'll be putting out more content on this, maybe not on this channel, maybe I'll start a new one called DiabeTECH. I just wanted to come on here and kind of talk to you one-on-one about what I've kind of been going through, because I know some of you maybe are like, well, why aren't you putting out as many videos these days? Or why are you not as happy-go-lucky as you've been? Like, I got a comment that said that was like, why aren't you as smiley and fun as you once were? I was like, what? And I thought I was being, but maybe I wasn't. And I'm not gonna let it get to me. Like, you know, we all have to kind of go through these, navigate through these areas of our life. But I was like, wow, like I want to be that happy, Justin. So let me tell you, like, I'm much closer to being, or already kind of am much happier because of all this stuff. Like, yeah, it's kind of like made my life a lot more difficult, at least for now, because it's new, and it's slowly becoming a routine, but I feel so much better. And also, like, physically and mentally, I just feel so much better kind of knowing what's up and how to address it. And I found an amazing endocrinologist. I found a great diabetes educator. I'm learning so much about this. I'm also learning about how expensive insulin is and how expensive this medication and these products are for people that don't have the resources to purchase this stuff. Like, people are paying $700 out of pocket for insulin a month because they don't have health insurance. And I think I'll get into like advocacy with this stuff, but I kind of like need to like focus on navigating through this first and like get my life in order. And if you're diabetic, or you know someone who's diabetic, and you kind of have an idea of like what the best CGM to get is, or the best pump to get, or maybe some really good tips and tricks, or some good bags, because this bag is way too big to be traveling with. I need a small one as well. Let me know down in the comments. I can use all your help. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, learned a little bit about what I'm going through right now. And again, I'm so excited for this new channel, because as terrible or annoying as this situation I'm in is, the idea of being able to help others really gets me happy and excited, because I already know all of the information that I've been learning from friends with diabetes, or my diabetes educator, has been so helpful and made my life so much easier and less stressful. Send your friends over if you're diabetic, check it out, and I appreciate all of the support so much. And don't worry, Justin Tech is still here. I'm gonna be coming out with videos all the time on really cool tech. This is not over. This is only beginning. All right, see you guys soon.